Welcome back, numismatic stackers. Welcome. Today we're going to discuss what is so special about the 1878 San Francisco minted Morgan silver dollars. We're going to talk about some fantastic VAMs that are worth a lot of money. Well, if you guys are lovers of the 1878 Morgans as much as I am, you have come to the right place, my friend. So, what makes it desirable? Well, also, we're going to talk about the holders themselves. What makes them desirable? People love the older holders because back in the day, some of them may be undergraded. Not all of them, but they have a great eye appeal to them. As you can see, a Mint State 64 PL. It might not be PL. That's the thing. If it doesn't CAC, it doesn't CAC. But still, people love these things. It does have a little reflectivity on the item itself, but people desire the old Rattler holders. People are starting to like the CAC G holders because they are, again, pretty strict. But I do see a lot of chatter on this coin. I'm just wanting to bring that out to you. People love the holders. If it was like an annex holder, it might not sell. That's just what I'm trying to say. But besides the point, I'm going to walk you through one of these coins and show key areas of the VAMs that you want to look for. And then I'm going to switch over to VAM World and discuss a little further in depth what we need to look for. So right here. So first of all, say you're shopping for 1878 Morgan dollars. Look at the obverse real quick. You want to see if she has a nostril or not. If it has a nostril, then you can already exclude the RIB that we're going to discuss. Up here will be doubled. You'll start seeing a shift in the M over here as well. You will see a little shifting here and in the stars right there. But note you have to have a missing nostril for this die pair. It's just one of the diagnostics. When you flip it over, real easy, what you want to look for is you want to look for a long arrow shaft. There's actually 10 different VAMs for the long arrow shaft. Some of them may be only $300. Some of them may be many thousands of dollars. So, and the thing is, some of these they're just so hard to find. But the one I'm not going to talk about right now on this video would be Lava Wing. It is incredibly difficult to diagnose, especially online. Basically, the story of VAM World is that this area right here gets polished out. And so they took some acid to the die and put it in this little channel right here. And so it's going to look like it's got some bubbles in it, resembling lava is what they say. Sometimes they call it funky feather or whatever. It's really, really tough to find unless you're holding the coin in your hand and you're examining it, and you got to take pictures of it. But today we're not going to talk about VAM, VAM 81. We're not going to, and that's the Lava Wing. So basically today we're going to talk about the 3 different die pairs of the RIB. And we're going to talk about a couple varieties of the long arrow shaft, and you got to make sure your mint mark placement is correct. Now we're going to talk about the RIB. There are 3 different VAMs. You get the VAM 22, VAM 77, and VAM 111. There are some differences, okay, but majority of the obverse is the same. I can't verify that it is the exact same obverse, but there are reverse differences. The die pairs are different. That's why you need to look at the mint mark placement down here on the bottom left of your screen. So when we look at RIB, look at how distinctly that is doubled above the head. Look at that. It's basically shifting. These are recarved dies. This isn't actual like doubling from a double die. You can definitely tell that these have been recarved. They were in the wrong place and they recarved them. It's really awesome to see these. So we go down here. We do see a die file line that goes right through the feather. I almost forgot about that. So VAM 77, you'll have that. The VAM 22, you do not have this die file line. and the mint mark placement is shifted. We're going to go visit that right now. VAM-22 still has all the shifted items, but there's a slight difference later die stage or earlier die stages of these items. You can see the mint mark is much further over to the left. This one, and that's the same too. This one has the least value out of all of them, but it is very cool. When you find a coin like this, you're on the right track. So we go back to VAM-77 right here, has more value to this coin. Literally, this coin is worth $1,000 in gray sheet at like a EF40 grade. Okay, it's worth pretty good money. Now we're going to go to the VAM-111. This is VAM-111. As you can see, we still have shifting on RI. I don't know why they're not showing the B. That's okay. That's totally okay. We're going to scroll down. You see the mint mark. The mint mark is tucked up a little bit tighter underneath the bow. Okay. And then okay, here's everything. I'm okay. There's everything. RIB, you can see the shifting. It's very similar to the VAM-77. It has a little more distinction than the VAM-22 that we just showed. When you look at the tail feather, there's going to be a die gouge right there where those arrows are. Okay, that's your difference. And then there's going to be a die polish line right there. Very difficult to see. Very difficult, especially if the coin's been cleaned. And that's the thing. You can still get significant value on a coin like this because of how rare the VAM is, even if it is a details grade, for sure. Gray sheet value on this coin, and I can't show you this because of copyright. EF40 example is around $3,700. That's crazy. I mean, literally, you could get a coin like that for $60. Literally, if you find that at a coin show, man, that's an awesome treasure. Now, as it can show you here, there are 10 long knock reverses. These are extremely rare on the San Francisco 1878. Repeat, very rare. You get long knocks that are on the 7 tail feather. You get long knocks that are on the 7/8 tail feather. This is very, very extremely rare. We're going to click on the most valuable one, which would be VAM-60. Note on the obverse of the coin, you look at the eye, you're going to have some spiking going on and some die chips going on all around the bottom part of the eyelid, in front of the eye, below the eye, right here, the eyeball, and then right under the eyelid, you're going to see a spike. And the most important part is the long knock right there. It's very, very distinctive, and it can get missed. I'm sure it can get missed. You can find this coin. Let's look at some other things on this coin. Back to the main page here. Here's another example, one that's a little bit more worn. You can still definitely see the long knock. You're going to have to make a comparison with Fam World and kind of just draw a straight line at that certain angle to make that right. Sometimes you can get post-mint damage right there that kind of flattens that knock. So don't be mistaken for that. Pay attention to the damage of a coin, the wear of the coin, where it's been, the condition, to determine whether that's a long knock or a short knock. We go down here, there's more images on a different example. You can still see the spikes going on the eye and the die chips. Now, depending on the condition of the coin, whether there's dirt and stuff in these areas of the coin, you want to look for these file lines. That's another indicator of your die markers to make sure you have the correct VAM. And then we scroll down, we see there's a long shot, arrow shaft again. There's a little high anomaly right above the wing, the feathers of the knocks right there. Now, here's some more file lines that you need to pay attention to, which can be difficult depending on the condition as well. File lines going right through the coin. They're trying to erase something or whatever, but it's pretty cool. As you can see, there's some file lines that go, this is the eagle's neck right here. You can see right at the edge where the neck and the chest meet together, there's file lines there. You need a jeweler's loupe or a USB microscope. If you're interested in USB microscope, I have that link in the descriptions below. It's only about $39. This is what the coin looks afar. So basically, if you're shopping around, the coin's going to look just like this. Just note that you're going to have a longer knock. You can see it in a distance that it has a different distinct look to it. And also note the feathers here, how they're a little different. And that's in that region that we were just showing for the diaphyl lines, should be right in this vicinity. And you want to look between the legs for diaphyl lines right in those regions there for the VAM-60. Now we're going to go look at a couple other ones right now. This is VAM-62. As you can see, kind of have a blobby S and it's skewed to the left. We still have the same long arrow shaft. And the obverse, the spikes are different. It's actually like a double eyelid, but it's partially polished away. You can definitely see it. And that's it. That's your VAM-62. There's no file lines and everything to look for, but from afar, this is the way the coin's going to appear. So if you're shopping online, pay attention to that eye, okay? Also pay attention to the nose. We have a missing nostril. If you're not seeing spikes on there, you see a missing nostril. Remember earlier in the video, you want to go up and look at the RIB. We don't see it on here. If you flip it over and see the reverse of this coin, like so, voila. I would love to find a coin like this. Absolutely. Long arrow shaft, blobby S, skewed to the left. That's your VAM-62. Now this coin in gray sheet alone in a XF40 grade is $1,100. $1,100 for that coin in a gray sheet, XF40, graded by a professional. Now bear in mind, because of time constraints, I didn't want to show you all the other ones. I just wanted to show you the two long knocks that are the most valuable and most desirable. If you do find a long knock, hey, there is some value in it. Absolutely. All 10 of them have some great value to them that could put some equity in your pocket. There's always somebody out there that's looking for that. So when we're into coin collecting, this is a niche, okay? Silver stacking is a niche, a huge niche. Within that niche, you have coin collecting. Within that niche, you have people that are in it for top pops. You got people that are looking for varieties. You have people that are looking for VAMs. These are niche within a niche within a niche. Some of this stuff can pay out big money. What do you do if you find a coin that great? Well, you're probably not going to want to sell it on at a coin show or something like that. I would recommend, if you get it graded, you're going to want to go big and go to like a really nice auction house like Stacks and Bowers, Great Collections, Heritage Auctions, you name it. Some of those big name people out there that can put some ads out for your specific niche coin that people are really drooling to have. So that's why I'm so excited about 1878 Morgan dollars, the 8-tail feather, the 7-tail feather, and the San Francisco as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you share it to some of your friends, because I love producing videos like this. And if you did enjoy, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And click on some of these videos on the right side of your screen. And I hope someday that you guys find an amazing treasure. And please let me know if you do. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next video.